So why do I love the holidays? Well, because it has a music that only is activated once a year. Think of your favorite album, your favorite artist. Or like there's no Rubber Soul Month. There's no like, well, I guess unless you're Taylor Swift and you just own the entire year. But for the rest of us mortals trying to keep up, if you have a favorite thing, it's not like every year, Peppers is the month of March. Let's only hear that. There are certain things about Chris's music that can only be in the ecosystem of Christmas music. Brenda Lee, 80s, she recorded Rock Around the Christmas Tree when she was 13. She was #1 on the Billboard charts last week, kicking the shit out of like Drake, Taylor, Beyonce combined. It's amazing. That song came out way too. Burl Ives has been dead for years. Most of you don't even know who the fuck Burl Ives is, but you know Holly Jolly Christmas. And that guy comes around and goes, "Take that, Bruno Mars, it's Christmas now." It's incredible. And this doesn't happen in any other genre of music. And there are certain things that we have to have during this holiday season to kind of key us into the feeling of like, yes, now it's the holidays. We can think of these things, and I'll listen to this music, and without it, it doesn't feel like the holidays. So I want to talk a little bit about that because there are certain magic things that happen with music that key you kind of psychologically into the holidays, whether you know it or not. I know you came here for magic, so I thought I'd start the show with a magic trick. This is what I'm known for. I'm going to play you a song that is not a Christmas song, okay? It goes like this. Not a Christmas song. Want to hear a Christmas song? 2, 3, here we go! Now it's Christmas. Hear those? Those were sleigh bells, jingle bells, right? Suddenly we have Christmas, instant Christmas. And that has to do with a lot of the way that music during the holidays is recorded. It's like par for the course. If you don't have it, suddenly your brain just doesn't realize that it's suddenly December. So we have jingle bells, we have things like choirs, choral arrangements, really lush string arrangements, anything recorded in the 50s and 60s, things that are kind of passé and things that are nostalgic that don't happen on records throughout the rest of the year. But somehow during Christmas, we love those things. So there's a lot of key items that I thought if you just put them on songs that might not even have an association with Christmas, suddenly you start to feel like it's the holidays. And if I had my way, a very Darren Christmas would be music, just like 100 songs that you've never heard in your life, and I would just try and Christmasify. But I'm not an asshole. I want to make sure that there's enough songs that feel familiar to you. Now, here's the deal. I'm not fishing for compliments, and I promise you'll get to the music. I'm not fishing for compliments when I say that I truly believe that I am an okay singer, I'm an okay actor, I'm an okay musician. However, what I do pride myself on, and I work very hard to do, is to minimize the gap and the distance between people and things that may seem far apart from a distance. So I'm constantly trying to make abstract things feel more concrete, trying to make inaccessible things feel accessible, so on and so forth. Unfamiliar things familiar. And so with music, I wanted to put a lot of songs together that perhaps maybe you have this much familiarity with people listening to it, but somehow make it feel like it's been there all along. And you can do that by way of some of those things that I mentioned. We started the night with River by Joni Mitchell, obviously a bulletproof, amazing record. I don't sound like Joni, never could, never would even try. So what do? I put something on it that feels a little more me and something that reminds me of the holidays. If this is my Christmas, what is, aside from the dumb pun of my last name, I wanted this to be unequivocally me. It's a very apt title, right? So I don't know anybody else that would do sort of a Motown, sort of like backbeat version of River. Why do I do that? Because I don't know about you, but during the holidays, I got my Motown Christmas playlist running like 24/7. That is the sound of the 60s and the the Phil Spector records and the Ronettes records. That feels like Christmas to me. So I wanted to kind of fuse that with River and maybe do something new. So speaking of something new, there's a few songs on this record that I don't think a lot of you would know. You might be unfamiliar with some of the songwriting on it. God, I wish I wrote this song, but I was very insistent that it be on the album. The title will subvert your expectation. It has a name that isn't necessarily Christmas related. It's St. Patrick's Day. And you go, well, wait a second, how does that have to do with Christmas? Well, it's a song about falling in love during the winter. And if any of you have had the pleasure of being in love or falling in love, getting to know somebody a little bit better during the holidays, you know that there's a lot of romantic things to look forward to. It gets colder, you start to cut up a little more. The movies and the songs, everything's pointing towards romance. And you have Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day. And while it's still a little cold during St. Patrick's Day, that's kind of the beginning of the season starting to change. And it's a song about wanting to sustain that feeling all the way through. So this is a great tune by John Mayer, and If you don't know it, I'm happy to share it with you. I dedicated all of this to all the winter lovers here tonight. Here comes the cold. Break out the winter clothes and find a love to call your own. But I'll make you this guarantee. You'll see, no way, November, when I see our goodbye. When it comes to December, it's obvious why. Oh, I won't still be alone at Christmas in the dark, on the phone, alone. Tell me the names of your brothers, all your favorite colors. I'm learning new. And when it snows again, we'll take a walk outside and we'll search the sky like children do. I'll see you, I'll see you. No rain, November, we'll see our goodbye. When it comes to December, it's obvious why. No one will still be alone at Christmas time. Come January, we're frozen inside, making new resolutions 100 times. February, won't you be Valentine? Yes, we'll both be safe till St. Patrick's Day. We should take a ride tonight around the town and look around at all the beautiful houses. That's my favorite. Something in the way that moonlight on a black night can make you feel whole. It seems to me just wants to be just like you. If always is all that we gave, so